A frat pledge ends in death. Protests reignite calls for justice after police shot a man in 2019. And a 4-year abusive relationship ends in murder. The one thing they all have in common, the 3 of the victims in these true 911 calls live on through their legacies. For more true 911 calls and updates on these developing stories, hit the subscribe button for notifications every time we post. The dangers of fraternity hazing are in the spotlight once again after Bowling Green State University student Stone Foltz' death. The 20-year-old's roommate found him face down in his apartment alone, following an alleged alcohol-fueled hazing incident. That's when they made this 911 call.
Floyd County 911, what is your emergency?
Hi, someone that we know is non-responsive. He drank alcohol, like a lot of alcohol, so.
Where is he at?
We're at,
How old is your friend?
he's 20.
20, okay. And what's he doing right now?
He's laying down on his side.
And he's,
His face is really purple, and his pupils aren't responsive.
okay. Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing, but it's really shallow.
And he's been drinking, you said?
Yeah?
Okay. Is he taking anything else we need to know about?
No.
What's your name? Okay. Can we page it? Okay. Are you positive he's breathing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Do
positive.
you see his chest rising up and down?
No, not right now.
Okay. And he's blue?
Yeah?
Okay, then there's a good chance he's not breathing. I want you to get down. Is he on the floor?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Do you see his chest rising at all?
She said, does you see his chest rising? I don't see it rising, guys.
Okay. Do you know how to do CPR, or do you want me to walk you through it?
She said we don't do CPR. Oh, my...
Is there somebody else there that can do CPR?
No.
I can walk you guys through it.
Oh, my God.
Okay, listen to me. You need to help your friend. Calm down.
Okay. She said,
you
I
wanna-
don't see his chest going up and down.
You do see it going up and down?
Flip him, please.
Do you see his chest?
Flip it. Oh, my God.
Is it rising
Oh,
or
my
not?
God. No.
Put
Oh, my
someone else on
God.
the phone. Put
Yeah.
someone else on the phone right now that will help him.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay.
His face is very purple.
Okay, let's do CPR. Okay.
Okay.
You feel
someone's
comfortable
doing
with me?
CPR.
Someone is doing CPR right now?
Yes, they're trying. Yes,
I
I'm
can
sorry.
walk
I
them
really
through
got
it.
PTSD. I'm
Listen, calm
they're
down
trying
and
to
take a
push on
deep
his
breath.
chest. They're trying to push.
Listen. Well, I'm going to help you. Do they know how to do CPR?
Okay. I think they're pushing. No.
Give the phone to the person doing CPR.
Hi, I'm sorry.
Who's doing CPR?
He's doing
Okay,
CPR.
put on speakerphone and let me talk to him. Do you know how to do CPR, or do you need me to help you?
Roughly. I was in Boy Scouts a long time ago.
Okay, did you make sure he has nothing in his mouth that's causing him not to breathe?
No, he has nothing in his mouth.
Okay, did you tilt his head back and everything and make sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
did you start CPR?
Yeah.
Okay, you have the heel of one hand in the center of his breastbone and between
Yep.
his nipples, and you're pushing down hard?
Yep.
Okay, let's count. Ready? 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Do you feel comfortable giving him 2 breaths, or do you want to keep the compression going?
Yeah.
Did you give him 2 rescue breaths?
Yes.
Okay, are you starting the compressions again?
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19, 20, 21, 22. The girls need to go in another room. 23.
Hey, go to another room.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and do 2 rescue breaths again. Do you have anything back? Are you?
No, open the door. Someone's here.
Someone's there? Open the door
Yeah.
for him. Keep doing CPR. 1,
Yeah, right here.
2, 3, 4.
The ambulance is here.
The ambulance is there with you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
let you go. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
On Thursday, March 4th, 2020, a sophomore at BGSU, Stone Foltz, texted his mom to say he had what was called a big little with the Pike fraternity, and he wasn't looking forward to it. His mother, Sherry Foltz, recounted this conversation. Foltz was pledging a fraternity after deciding not to the year before. At 9 p.m. that night, he was blindfolded and put in a basement by the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity. The pledges were told they had to drink a bottle of alcohol before leaving. 90 minutes later, the frat members dropped him off at his apartment. Shortly after, around 11 p.m., his roommate found him and called 911. Foltz was rushed to the hospital and put on life support until he was declared brain dead 4 days later. Breaking their silence in an interview, his parents Corey and Sherry recalled being unsure about the fraternity. The Foltzes said 2 weeks before the incident, their son hadn't been allowed to leave to drive home to them until 2 a.m. Students at the university share the family's concerns. In a protest held just days after Foltz's death, they demanded that the Pike fraternity be permanently removed from the campus and for the administration to take responsibility for the death. Since the incident, Ohio lawmakers have introduced new legislation in the State House which directly relates to the alleged hazing to prevent future incidents. However, as tributes pour in for the 20-year-old, Gary and Ruth Bogenberger have expressed frustration that nothing has been done since their son, David's death. He died in 2012 as a result of alcohol poisoning in a hazing incident at the same fraternity but at Northern Illinois University. In their case, nearly 24 fraternity members were found guilty of misdemeanors. Shockingly, BGSU fraternities have already had 3 other incidents investigated. In 2008, there were misdemeanor criminal charges laid against 2 members for hitting pledges. Then, in 2017, allegations of hazing at a date party led to students being suspended. A year later, members were suspended for wearing offensive costumes. All this serves as proof that BGSU could have prevented Foltz's death. His family says they don't need condolences. They just want hazing to stop. The family also revealed that the 20-year-old had a blood alcohol level of 0.394 at the time of his death. In Ohio, 0.08 is considered legally drunk. Foltz's friend, who wanted to remain anonymous, has also expressed outrage.
He was a good friend of mine. He was one of the first buddies that I actually made here at BG. He was the first guy I talked to, and I would just say that he was one of the most lovable guys that I met. It didn't take long for me and him to start being friends. I want to say within like maybe the first 5 minutes of meeting him, I could just tell that this is one buddy that I never wanted to, lose at any point. But he was always laughing and just trying to make sure that people were smiling around him or laughing at him, even if it was at his own expense. But he just wanted to make sure everybody else in the world was happy. But I have a lot of friends who are in fraternities, and they join these business organizations and all of these student organizations with hopes of finding a future job or hopes of gaining something out of it, like a friendship or just a professional gain even. And it's crazy to me that they can allow this kind of like deathly and neglectful drinking to go on. And I think it's incredible to me that they try to hide themselves behind this organization.
Just over a month since the hazing incident, family attorney Rex Elliott says the autopsy report from Lucas County Coroner's Office has declared the death as accidental. Elliott says it doesn't impact anything on the criminal side. In the interim, the fraternity has been placed on suspension while law enforcement and Bowling Green State University officials investigate the situation. Regardless of the autopsy, Pike faces 6 violations of the Student Code of Conduct. Even after his tragic death, Stone Foltz has changed lives across the U.S. when he turned 16 and got his driver's license. He immediately signed up to be an organ donor. Since his passing, Foltz has saved multiple people through his donation. Although the official numbers can't be released, it's estimated at about 125 people. This is a developing story, so be sure to click on the subscribe button for updates. Weeks after a tense 911 call about a domestic violence dispute, Matthew Burroughs was killed in a controversial officer-involved shooting. On January 2, 2018, the 35-year-old had been to Niles Municipal Court to pay a traffic fine when a court bailiff recognized him for an outstanding warrant. It's alleged that when a probation officer tried to arrest Burroughs, he took off, knocking the officer with the car door as he drove away. As a result, Niles Police Officer James Reddy allegedly followed Burroughs' vehicle to his Royal Mall Drive apartment, where another officer, Christopher Manella, was waiting for him. In body cam footage captured from the scene, Reddy jumped out of his vehicle and fired 5 shots at Burroughs while still in his car. After that, Manella fired 3 shots, thought to be the fatal bullets.
911, where's your emergency?
Hey, it's this dude, man. There's a man waving his gun in my face.
Where are you at, honey?
I'm pregnant. I'm at mall.
And who's the man?
His name's Matthew Burroughs.
Matthew Burroughs, he has a gun?
Yes, in his hand. My son doesn't have no clothes on.
Niles Mall for domestic disturbance. Matthew Burroughs has a gun in his hand, yelling at the
bro.
Where's he at, honey? Honey, where is he at?
He's right here.
Okay. Do you live with him? Does he live there?
I'm supposed to be living with him. He's throwing me out.
Okay.
Over a guy that I'm not even dealing with.
Okay. Is he threatening you with the gun?
My son's calls are upstairs. My son is there.
Is he threatening you with the gun?
Yes, he shouldn't have it in his hand, yelling and waving it around in front of my face. It's a threat.
Ask him to put the gun down.
Man, that man not talking to me, ma'am. He just walked away from me.
Okay, where did he go? Outside? Inside?
Upstairs. No, he went upstairs.
Okay, what is your name?
My name.
Okay. And he took the gun with him upstairs?
Yes.
Units en route to Royal Mall. Be advised, the male walked upstairs with the gun in his hand. Female still downstairs on the phone with me. Is that him?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he still upstairs, or did he come back downstairs,
No,
Sarah?
he's right here in my face.
Okay, where's the gun?
It's in his hand.
He still has the gun in his hand.
Anybody there besides those 2?
Is anyone in the house with you two? Just
No,
your son?
I just came and picked up my son.
Kids there at all?
My son just left. He just got picked up and taken to the neighbor's house.
Okay. Negative. The neighbor came and got her son a few moments ago. It's just those 2. Tell him to put the gun down.
Ma'am, he's not going to do that.
Okay. Then walk outside of the apartment. Walk out of the apartment right now. Leave him in and walk out while I'm on the phone with you.
Okay.
Be advised, she didn't want to do that. Apparently, he's in the process of throwing her out. I think I have her talked into it. Bye. Are you out of the apartment?
Listen, they told me to leave. Don't put my son outside. Don't put my Matthew. Don't put my. Yes, ma'am.
Stop fighting with him.
Stop.
And now she won't listen. She's fighting with him about throwing his stuff outside. Where's the gun? Huh?
My son's stuff in there. His clothes. And my son has his clothes. And my son his clothes. Son doesn't have anything to put on. Yes.
Talk to me. Did you go outside the apartment?
Yes.
Where are you at? In the parking lot?
I'm in the back.
Are you in the parking lot?
No, ma'am.
Where are you?
Apartment building.
Okay, you're behind the apartment building?
Yes, ma'am.
Stay where you're at. Niles units en route to Royal Mall. Be advised she's standing behind the building, not on the parking lot side. She's still screaming and fighting with him. Does he still have the gun in his hand?
Don't forget nothing either. I want to call my mom. I don't want to do this.
Stay on the phone with me for a minute. Let me know when you see the officers. Where's he? In the apartment?
Ma'am?
Is he still in the apartment?
Yes.
Okay. Does he still have the gun?
I don't know where he is.
Okay. Go to my officers around the front.
Yes, ma'am.
The officers? Are you guys out with her? Because I think she's just put the phone down.
Hello?
Standing there with my officers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect so that you can talk with them.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Attorneys representing the Niles men are suing the city of Niles and the officers involved, especially given that Burroughs didn't have a firearm on him at the time of the shooting. Even so, the officers claim that he was using his vehicle as a weapon, claims that have been met with outrage. When Black Lives Matter protests were held in June 2020, following the alleged murder of George Floyd, protesters gathered in Ohio calling for justice for Burroughs. In fact, when the county decided not to charge the Niles officers, his ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Cox, believes the police didn't have to respond in that way, saying although he made mistakes, he was a great person. Tara Elkins, who made the 911 call that led to Burroughs' warrants, echoed the same sentiments, stating that what happened in December was a moment in time. It was not the man he was. On December 17, 2018, Elkins made a frantic call to 911, terrified that Burroughs would shoot her and her son. She was pregnant at the time of the call. When officers arrived after the 5-minute-long call, she said it had started as a normal conversation but became heated when he got angry and grabbed his gun. The dispute was allegedly surrounding another man. However, when officers got to the apartment, they didn't see a weapon. Burroughs initially didn't cooperate but did eventually open the door for them. Assault and aggravated menacing charges related to this incident led to a warrant for Burroughs' arrest. Elkins says later that day, he had texted to apologize and they cleared everything up. When she received the news that he had been shot, she screamed at the top of her lungs in disbelief. Despite losing her boyfriend, Elkins still has a piece of Burroughs that will live on, giving birth to a baby girl, Tamaya Denise Burroughs, last year. The woman says she will continue to fight for justice for Matthew Burroughs. On November 25, 2015, a man called 911 to report what he believed was a murder. The man told dispatchers that his stepson, Brandon Twarrick, may have murdered his girlfriend Karen Holmes in their Perkins home.
911, where's your emergency?
Yes, 1500 East Bogart Road.
What's going on, sir?
My stepson, I think he might have murdered his girlfriend.
He might have murdered his girlfriend?
Yes, she's upstairs. I looked for a post and I just found her.
Okay, sir. What is your son's name, okay?
Brandon. He's in the hospital over at Port Clinton right now.
Brandon, what's the last name?
Twarrick. Twarek.
Okay, what's the girl's name?
Karen.
Karen, what's her name? Last name?
God, I can't even think of it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't think of it.
That's okay. All right. Does she have any physical wounds that you can see?
Yeah, I just thought I came right down to the floor. There's blood.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of blood.
Okay, there's a lot of blood? Okay, I don't want you to go. All right. What's your name, sir?
Eric.
What apartment number are you in?
11B.
11B.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, 11B is in boy. I need a squad, I need police. There's a lot of blood.
Yes.
Okay, have they been having problems, sir? Eric, what's your last name?
Yeah, they broke up about maybe a few weeks ago. He moved back in with
I get the
us.
squad going.
So.
All right, hold on 1 second.
All right.
2200 to Perkins Fire. Ambulance needed 1500 East Bogart Road. 11B for a possible homicide. 2200 to Perkins Fire. Ambulance needed 1500 East Bogart Road. Apartment 11B for a possible homicide. Perkins Police will also be en route. Okay, Eric, I need to know your last name.
Ornlef. O-R-N-L-E-F.
O-R-L-E-F?
O-R-N-L-E-F.
Okay. All right. What's your son doing in the hospital in Port Clinton?
I guess his grandmother used to live over in Marblehead. He went over there, and I guess they found him in a lawn or in his car or something, bleed with blood.
Okay.
I guess there was a cut to his hand.
Is he okay? He's got a cut to his hand.
Yes, that's what I heard. I haven't seen him, but that's what I heard from my wife.
Okay. Let me pass this information to Perkins Police. Okay, I need you to hold on.
Okay.
2200 Perkins Police responding to 1500 East Bogart Road. The suspect's name is going to be a Brandon Twarek, T-W-A-R-E-K. He is supposedly now at Port Clinton's Magruder Hospital with a cut to the hand. He was found with blood in that vicinity in Port Clinton. All right. This gentleman has found his son's girlfriend upstairs. Are you 100% sure she's deceased, sir?
I'm not 100%, but I'm
She's covered in blood.
I mean, I went to feel her wrist. I didn't feel a pulse.
You did not feel okay, so
No.
you don't have a pulse.
But like I said, I just came right to the phone right away. Hello?
Okay. All right. So you did not feel a pulse. Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. And what? You don't know Karen's last name?
Holmes, I think it is.
Holmes?
Yeah.
H-O-L-M-E-S?
I'm Eric. Up there.
Okay.
I saw Westfield Pulse. I didn't feel anything. I know. I'm freaking out, man.
All right, Eric.
Hello,
Are the police with you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and speak with them, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to, okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Investigations into the murder revealed that 22-year-old Karen Holmes had met with 29-year-old Twarek to get her personal belongings. She then ended up in his car and at his apartment, where he lived with his stepfather and stepmother. It was at their home that Twarek stabbed Holmes to death. Not long before the 911 call, he was found in Ottawa County with injuries to his hands, which led to a welfare check being requested by Danbury Police. Unfortunately, they arrived too late. While the officers were en route, Twarek's stepfather made the gruesome discovery: Katie Holmes was already dead. The 29-year-old was arrested and had to be sedated while being treated for injuries to his hands because he was combative. The next day, police found Holmes' car at a gas station where video footage showed her getting into Twarek's vehicle. During a court hearing, her sister, Jessica Zufall, spoke about the 4 years of physical abuse and manipulation Holmes had endured while dating Twarek. She said her sister was finally free after breaking up with Twarek a short while before her murder. Zufall recounted how the night before Holmes was killed, they spent a quiet evening together where Karen said she is thankful for her family, some of the last words they would ever hear. The family also told the court that Twarek had used pictures of a guitar that belonged to her recently deceased father to lure her to the meeting. The accused blinked back tears during the testimonies, but cried when Judge Roger Bennett sentenced him to life in prison with parole eligibility after 20 years. Although the Holmes family was relieved that justice was served, her mother, Cecilia, still told Twarek she didn't understand why he did it, and the sentence wouldn't bring her daughter back. Karen Holmes' memory lives on in the form of a scholarship at E. Hove School of Practical Nursing. At the school's 25th year dinner on April 26, 2016, her sister and friends spoke in support of the scholarship. Karen was a student at the school when she was murdered. A silent auction was held to raise funds for the newly formed scholarship.
That's it for today. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting and subscribe to join us in the next episode of True 911.